Hello, it's Sean. We're here in Allentown on day 3 of a project. I took a few pictures which you may or may not have seen before, but there was a porch here that was made of concrete with some steps. We busted it up, took that out, and there was a walkway that went out to the driveway. That's gone too. Put it all in our handy dumpsters and took it out. So now what we're doing is we excavated everything out and we're going to be putting in a walkway over here. And that's going to be made of Techo-Bloc quarry stone. You can see there's part of it over there. And we're going to be using a gray color. Over here this is going to be a gray brick walkway in a herringbone pattern. At the end of this video you'll be able to see the completed project. Everything's excavated, and what we're doing now is we're taking the black fabric. It's called a separation fabric. And the reason we put this down is, one, to keep weeds out, although there's really not many weeds growing this far down in the soil. And the second reason is, over time, your soil and your crushed stone, which we'll put in here next, they tend to go like this and mix. And when that happens, you lose your compaction in your stone below your brick, and your brick ends up going like that over time. So if we keep the dirt and the stone separated, the stone stays compacted and your walks and also your front porch will stay level. We're going to be over here. We're going to be putting in a step. So you can see I've already got the step cut into the ground, and this fabric was pre-cut by me. So we'll just lay this in, and the next segment we'll be putting the stone down and compacting it.
Trying to hit the dragging on the smoke.
Here we are back in Allentown on Hickory Street at the landscaping job that we started about a week ago. What we have now so far is the front porch completed with the Techo-Bloc quarry stone and the aged caps. It's not totally completed because the floor of it still needs to be done in the herringbone pattern. Right now that's compacted stone, probably about 3 feet thick. Next is the driveway, which we poured the first and third pad, and then we poured the second pad on Friday. Came out rather well. We did a beveled edge finish, as you can see if I get a little closer. And there's expansion joints in between each of the pads and in between the garage concrete and the street. We also did a broomed finish. As the concrete was almost dry, we came along with the big broom and just swept it. So it gives some traction here. And you can see we have the steps. Those are also made of the Techo quarry stone, and that is the Champlain gray. And then we have a Victorian walkway in gray. In the driveway we installed a drain, and we're going to be running it into a stone seepage pit here, just because the grading doesn't allow us to run any pipes, and the property lines don't allow that as well. Right now Paul's about to cut a few bricks to fit in these gaps. We'll watch him do that. Finally, we're putting in the edge restraint. It's a black plastic. It's rigid but also flexible in terms that it will curve. And we're using these 10-inch spikes, and they will go down into the edge restraint. It'll be pulled along the edge of the walks, and we'll put the spikes in there. That will keep it from shifting and moving. As you can see, the stone extends beyond the walks out to about here, and then we have our inch of sand under the blocks, and this stone is what we anchor our edge restraint into. Here's our completed project on Hickory Street in Allentown. When we demolished the old porch, we found rocks inside which we recycled into a natural dry-laid stone wall. Here we have 2 steps made of the same quarry stone that we used on the porch. Starting on the left side, we planted a dwarf Korean lilac, followed by 3 dwarf boxwoods, a purple leaf sand cherry, 2 crimson azaleas to border the porch, and then 2 Wichita blue junipers next to the window that would complement the colors on the house. We finished it up with 2 dwarf burning bushes alongside the steps.
And that's it, folks.